All right. Good afternoon, Bucks. We're going to talk about homework number 2. How to find a graph and an algebraic rule for that will show the same relationship. Well, let's look at number 1. I'm going to show you number 1. Let's go ahead and show you number 2. But you're going to do number 3 and number 4 yourselves, all right? That's pretty easy still. Well, number 1. Here's what I'm going to do to figure out number 1. What graph does number 1 have? Out of all these graphs, A, B, C, D, E, F, which graph has number 1? Really simple, really easy. All you got to do is look at it and just pick one of these many points. It doesn't matter which one you pick. It really doesn't matter. Any of those points. Like, let's say I pick the point, I don't know, I know, 0, -1. Right? I look at the point 0, -1, and I just want to see every graph that has 0, -1. Let's see if A has it. That's 0, -1, so no, it's not A, right? So not A. Let's go to B. B does have 0, -1, but like I said, and I told y'all, just because you got it doesn't mean it works. Just keep on checking, all right? So yes, it does have it, but let's just keep on checking just in case, all right? Let's go check C for 0, -1. Oh, C also has 0, -1. We're going to make a note, just saying a check there. We're going to come back to that next second. D, does D have 0, -1? No, it does not, right? Look at that. That point's not on that line. E does not have 0, -1. And F, F does have 0, -1. Look at that. So I got myself a three-way tie. Now, problem was I picked a point that was way too common. So I'm going to bump it up a notch. I'm going to pick another point now for a tiebreaker. I'm going to pick the point 1, 1. I don't have to do the ones I already crossed out. All I have to do is B, C, and F. Because A, right, the other guys already proved were false because they didn't have the point 0, -1. So all I'm going to do first is B. Does B have the point 1, 1? No, B does not have that point 1, 1. So B is not it. All right, it had one of the points, but not all of them. Now let's go to C. C does have 1, 1. I'm going to put an extra check mark there, so it could most likely be the answer, especially since it's been right twice. And let's go check F. F does not have it, so did not it. So the answer for the graph of number 1 is the undisputed C. And you can check every single point, like 2, 3, 2, 3. That's this point right here, and it works. Every single one of those points works out for that graph of C. Very good. C. Now, when it asks you for the rule, the bottom where it says rule, that really just means a function. Does it have a function that goes along with it? Well, I'm going to go ahead and use the point again. Let's use 1, 1. I had some good luck with that one in this last one, so I'm going to use point 1, 1. So the rule is the equation part, right? So when you see rule, just remember rule just means basically what's the equation, you know? What's the equation that's ready for it? All right. All right, so let's see. What is the rule, the equation for problem number 1? I'm going to try 1, 1, meaning that x has to be 1 and y is equal to 1. Which one of these rules satisfies it? So I'm going to look at this area right here. All right, let's look at it. I got, actually, I'm going to move this to the other side. There we go. All right, so if x is 1 and y is 1, does g work? I'm going to put 1 right here. Is equal to a -1 plus 1. Is that true? No. -1 plus 1 is 0. So this does not work, right? This is false. All right, false, false. Does not work. So G is not it. I go to this one. Was 1 equal to 1/2 times 1 minus 1? False. No. 1/2 times 1 is 0.5. 0.5 minus 1 is not equal to 1. So that didn't work again. I go on to this other guy, I and J. Actually, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I don't know if y'all can see me writing this. I'm going to make this a little bigger. All right. Here we go. So if I put 1 for I, let me see for the problem answer I. Let's try that one. If I put 1 for it. All right, it was x equals 1, y equals 1. Let's see if it works. Yeah, that's false. Does not work. All right. This is a not true statement. 1 does not equal -1/2 times 1 minus 1. Does not work. All right, let's try J. We're having good luck here. We're crossing through a lot of these answers. J, let's put a 1 here. Let's put a 1 right here where the X is, right? Those always get your items. Minus 1. 1 is equal to 2 minus 1. That's equal to 1 equals 1. It checks out. Now, J could be the answer. Just because it's true doesn't mean it's the answer. Keep on checking. Keep on checking. Let's hope this last one doesn't work out. Is 1 equal to negative 1 minus 1? Nope, because that means negative 2. Does not work out. Very good. So J is definitely our answer for that one. Let's go back over there and mark it. So J is our rule. Very, very good. Now, time for number 2. Same story. Pick a point. I'm going to stay away from those zeros. I don't like them. They get bad results. So I'm going to go to these guys. Then I can get the answer right away if I just pick that point right there, 2, negative 1. First, looking at the graph. Let me clear all this graph. Let me clear everything, actually. Clear the whole board. There we go. But this was C. This was J. All right, let's look through them. Starting off with A. A. Does it have 2, negative 1? Well, here's 2. Here's negative 1. That's the point 2, negative 1. Nope, not A. Here's 2. Here's negative 1. Not that one. What's this doing here? Get out of here. Not there either. 2, negative 1. Nope. 2, negative 1. Yes. Now, doesn't mean it's the answer. It just means D could be the answer. Let's keep going. 2, negative 1. Nope. 2, negative 1. Nope. So, the only one that had it was D. He's the only guy standing. D is the answer. All right, D. Okay. Now for the rule. Don't forget the rule is just another fancy word for the equation. The equation of this table, right? What is the equation of this table that makes it true? I'm going to go ahead and try this again. I'm going to try 2 and 1. So 2 represents our x and negative 1 represents the y. So my x is now going to be 2. I'm going to let my y be represented by the negative 1. Which one of these equations would still hold true if I do that? Well, let's take a look here. I'm going to take a picture again so I can make that big. Okay. I hope this mic's still working. Okay, here we go. We're trying 2, negative 1, right? 2, negative 1. Don't forget, it was 2, negative 1, Sanchez. Okay, so let's try it. If I try negative 1 here, is that equal to a negative 2 plus 1? Well, actually, it does work. That checks out. Negative 2 plus 1 is a negative 1. Negative 1 equals a negative 1? Yeah, check. Let's go here. If I put y here, then 1 half with a 2 for the x. Does that work out? I don't know. Let me see. Half of 2 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 does not equal to negative 1, so false. No, not this one. Let's try the next guy is I, which I'm going to try negative 1 here for the y. It's right, and then negative 1 half. Or, sorry, guys, it's late. Negative 1 half times my x, which is 2, minus 1. Negative 1 half times 2 is a negative 1 again. That's all. Yeah, that sounds good. Minus 1, excuse me, is equal to negative 1. Is that true? No, it's not, because this is really just equal to negative 2. False. False again. You definitely want to use your calculators on your phones for this, for the negative parts. You know, that's a lot of negatives right there. Next one, negative 1 here is equal to 2 times 2 minus 1. False. This side is equal to 3. 2 times 2 minus 1 is 3. So does that equal to 1? No. False again. Now there's 2 other letters I think I left out that I didn't get a picture of. Let me go back and get those. Oh, which ones were they? Ah, K and L. Just to make sure. K and L. But I think L had an extra plus 1. I think it had. Not too sure. No idea. Okay. You know, I forgot to make the other side bigger. All right, anyways, I'm still trying x equals negative positive 2 and y equals negative 1 for these answers. Let's see if it works. Negative 1 here, right? Negative 2 minus 2. Is this true or false? It is False. Does not work. Right? When I try the x equals 2 and y equals -1 here, that was a 1 right there. -1 is equal to 2 times the x, which is 2, plus 1. No, because this is equal to 5, right? And 5 is not equal to -1. So we got lucky again. We got the answer in the first try. Everybody else was false except for one answer, which I think that one answer was, what was it again? Ah, it was a G. Yeah, we got it like on the first shot. So there's your answer for that equation. All right, guys, the others you're doing yourself. You do 3, you do 4. Same story that I did. You probably want to use a calculator from your phone or from home or from anywhere to do the negatives for you. Everybody has one on your phone, just don't forget, or on a computer. All right, guys, y'all have a good rest of the night.